So here are 4 straightforward tips and tricks to make more money with your Skool community. I have literally been obsessing over courses in Skool communities for the past 6 years. I have accumulated more than 80,000 students across my courses. And this is a video of mine on Skillshare channel, which has about 500,000 subscribers, having a live session around my ideology and my work. Again, I've launched about 4 Skool communities and generated more than $100,000 up to this point with my courses. I have been doing this for a long, long time. So here are 4 checkpoints that your community needs to have if you want to scale on Skool. And trust me when I say that if you have all of these points checked, it is mathematically impossible for you not to make more money on Skool and not to scale your community. In this video right here, we're going to be discussing about these 4 checkpoints, and I can almost guarantee you that by the end of this video, you will know exactly what your current problem is and what you need to do to overcome it and actually grow your community, scale your community, right? So let me give you a small spoiler here. Your community isn't growing because you probably have an offer problem. Because think about it. People enroll in your community before they see your course, before they see the videos that you have in your community. But why aren't more people joining? It's because you have an offer problem. You're viewing this video right here because you have an offer problem. And regardless of how much marketing you make, it doesn't matter if your offer sucks. Marketing a bad offer will drain all of your energy and honestly will just make people mad. I have marketed bad offers when I was starting out. It's a huge pain in the ass. And at the end of the day, you don't want to be an expert marketer. You just want to grow what you love, which is your Skool community. So before trying to market, before trying to figure out new funnels and new ways to bring people and investing in ads or doing organic content, you need to have an awesome offer into place. Marketing a good offer, a relatively good offer, will make you some money and will make you feel good, right? But marketing a perfect offer will make you feel like you genuinely have superpowers. So the first tip that I have to give you is that you need to focus on your offer. And I'm going to show you exactly what a good offer looks like. And I'm going to be working on your offer in this video right here, right? Don't think about marketing. Don't think about onboarding. Don't think about customer lifetime value. You have an offer problem, right? So again, this is the harsh truth that you need to understand and you probably know already. Imagine that you had to sell a digital button, right? That costs $10. And when people clicked on it, right, they instantly made $1,000. I know this is a mental, let's say, exercise we're doing here, but just I want you to imagine this. How hard would it be to sell this button, right? How hard would it be to sell a button that when someone clicks on it, they pay $10 to click on it, and when they click on it, they make $1,000 back? It wouldn't be that hard to sell it, right? Would you need to search on YouTube for tips and tricks on how to sell this button? Probably not, right? This is, for example, a God tier offer, right? This button right here. I'm just giving you an example of an offer. If you had this offer in place, you wouldn't need to do marketing. It would sell by itself. People would talk to one another and be like, hey, there's this button that you can click that costs $10 and will make me $1,000 back. This is a God tier offer. And as you can see, if you had this offer, you wouldn't be on this video right here. So 99% of people watching this video right now have a product and an offer problem. So let's solve your product and your offer problem. So what is your product? In order to understand what a product is and what an offer is, you need, of course, to understand the fundamentals of it, right? So our product is information packed in the form of video. That's what your Skool community offers, and that's how you serve people. You serve people through information inside of your community. And what a valuable community does, and the biggest difference between communities that scale and communities that don't scale, is that a valuable community sells transformative information rather than just information itself, right? As you can imagine, people can source information online for free. Nowadays, they can search it on GPT. But what is actually of value currently is transformative information. And it should be very clearly evident and proven in every course module that you have, in every landing page, and all of your marketing efforts that you have a clear value transformation, right? A transformative experience that you give to your students, right? In your community, right? You need a transformative value proposition. right? But in order to have a transformative value proposition, you need to understand, first of all, what is your value proposition. Now, here's the thing. If you do not have one sentence that describes your school community, if you don't have this transformative value proposition, you're currently leaving 70% of your money on the table. That's the biggest thing that you can change right now, to brainstorm your transformative value proposition of your school community. And I know that this is getting super theoretical here, so let's actually analyze some top performing transformative value propositions, how they look like, and how you can recreate one. And then we're going to be breaking them down, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this for your school community. So let's analyze some top transformative value propositions. Here are 4 transformative value propositions. Improve your tennis serves as a beginner in 30 days without changing your technique. This is one of them, right? Create and launch a course to 100 students with no content experience and $0 needed to spend on ads. That's another one. And I think that you're sensing a pattern here. Set up a pro YouTube studio at your parents' house without needing to spend thousands on expensive gear. Or license pro level courses for your school community and sell them without needing to stand in front of the camera today, right? Do you see a pattern here? Do you see a pattern here? Well, there is a pattern because all of these transformative value propositions have been battle tested, right? And they all follow a very specific type of architecture and pattern that I'm going to reveal right now. This is where you want to go. This is the transformative value proposition that you need to have right now in your community. And if it's not as clear as, again, these value propositions right here, you're leaving 70% of the money on the table currently. And guess what? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. There is a proven framework on how to create and how to draft one of these transformative value propositions, which I'm going to reveal right now. It all comes down to the value equation. Now, you might be aware of the value equation. It is a concept that has been described by Alex Hormozy in one of his books. It is the most life-changing piece of content that I have ever digested in my life. And it's the only screenshot that you need to have in your computer and analyze on a daily basis. Whenever you're creating a digital product, this could be a school community, this could be a course, you need to have this value proposition in mind. And it goes as follows. Value equals with the dream outcome times the perceived likelihood of achievement of your target avatar divided by the time delay and the effort and the sacrifice needed to achieve this dream outcome. And if we break down all of the different transformative value propositions that we analyzed previously in this video right here, you will see that they all, again, adhere to this value proposition right here, right? So let's actually go ahead and test this. For example, improve your tennis serve as a beginner in 30 days without changing your technique, right? The dream outcome here is improve your tennis serves. I want to serve better. This is our target avatar's dream outcome, right? Perceived likelihood of achievement as a beginner. So improve your tennis serves as a beginner. This means that, again, they think that the likelihood of achievement of improving their tennis serves is pretty high because this, again, value proposition targets beginners. Again, time delay in 30 days. And finally, effort and sacrifice without changing your technique. It sounds very simple, right? And it is very simple. If you have all of these 4, again, concepts elaborated on your transformative value proposition, it is almost mathematically proven that your school community and any info product, in fact, that you sell will scale. Let's check out the other one. Create and launch a course to 100 students with no content experience and $0 needed to spend in ads. Dream outcome here, create and launch a course to 100 students. Perceived likelihood of achievement, no content experience. So they think, okay, I don't have content experience. Now I'm closer to achieving this dream outcome, right? And finally, effort and sacrifice. $0 needed to spend on ads, right? We tackle the biggest current limiting belief of our target avatar in this case, which is that I don't want to spend money on ads, right? And we propose this in our, again, value proposition, right? Or set up a pro YouTube studio at your parents' house without needing to spend thousands on expensive gear, right? Dream outcome, set up a pro YouTube studio, perceived likelihood of achievement at your parents' house, right? They think that, okay, I can do this on my parents' house. It's easy without needing to spend thousands on expensive gear, effort, and sacrifice. Now, as you can see, this value proposition doesn't tackle the time delay, But we could add, for example, set up a pro YouTube studio at your parents' house without needing to spend thousands on expensive gear in 30 days, right? The more you address the dream outcome, the perceived likelihood of achievement, the time delay and effort and sacrifice needed, right? The more potent and strong your value proposition will be. In the case of the button example, the dream outcome would be, again, make $1,000, perceived likelihood of achievement as a complete nobody, instantly, time delay, without needing to while needing to only click the push a button, right? As you can see, the value is insane. The value goes to almost infinite because time delay and effort and sacrifice are virtually zero, right? The final one, and I'm going to bore you here, license pro level courses for your school community and sell them without needing to stand in front of the camera today. I think you get the point here, right? We address the dream outcome, we address the perceived likelihood of achievement of our target avatar, and then we address the efforts and sacrifice needed. And it all comes down before even brainstorming your value position to understanding exactly who you're targeting, what are their pain points, and what are their desires. So we can take a step back and, of course, map out the exact ideal customer avatar that we're targeting with our info products to be able to structure a proper value proposition. But it all comes down to your value proposition. Those are the four, again, checkpoints that you need to have into place: the dream outcome, the perceived likelihood of achievement, the time delay, and the effort and sacrifice. Once you have them all communicated in a clear and proper value proposition, I can almost guarantee you that your school community will see growth because it's going to be so easy for your marketing efforts once you have this value proposition into place. Now, there are two ways to approach this once you have your offer into place. The next step, once you have your offer into place, is to draft your product, right? So let's say, for example, that you have this offer into place. Set up a pro YouTube studio at your parents' house without needing to spend thousands on expensive gear. And you have outlined your target avatar. You know exactly their dream outcome, their perceived likelihood of achievement, the time delay, the effort and sacrifice. You communicate everything in your transformative value proposition. But now, what's the problem? Well, you need to be able to deliver, right, information. You need to be able to deliver transformative information. And you get two pretty much ways to do that. The first one is to start from complete scratch and start producing the courses, producing the lessons, talking to a camera, setting up a small studio in your place, and actually drafting the course themselves. Or you can leverage talent, right? Leveraging talent, meaning hire someone to create the course for you, license another course, right? And both of these ways work, right? And now we're moving from offer to product. So we understood what a good offer looks like and how to draft proper offers. And now we're moving into product because product is insanely important if you want to increase the customer lifetime value. Right? And if you want people to, again, keep purchasing and purchasing more of your courses inside of your school community. And here's a small offer that I actually have for you. I have spent the past 6 years creating 35 battle-tested, ready-to-deploy info products that you can leverage right now in the next 5 minutes to upload to your school community. Now, this doesn't apply to everyone. This applies to school communities that are under specific niches that I'm going to tell you in just a moment. But know that I have structured this studio right here in my place, and I have spent the past 6 years creating A-tier info products that you can add to your school community to increase this thing right here, the value of your community. Let me give you some example of the products that I have created. Again, content creation, right? Digital product creation, faceless content, viral content creation, anything that has to do with AI. If you think that these courses would benefit your school community, you can check them out in the first link in the description, and you can book a call with me to talk about your school community and how you can leverage some of these courses to add more value to your community. I genuinely think that this is something that I would love to have when I was starting out on Skool, and it's the fastest and most painless way to exponentially increase the value inside of your school community by adding, again, these plug-in courses rather than just sitting on your desk and producing more courses to add more value in your community. So if this is something that you would be interested in, let me know. I'm currently testing this model right here, so I'm super open for feedback, and I'm going to see you in the next video that I create.